The Open Championship, often referred to as the British Open, stands as golf's oldest major championship, a testament to the enduring legacy of the sport. It's a tournament steeped in tradition, where legends are made and dreams either take flight or are dashed against the rugged landscape. It's a game full of history and old ways, a connection to the very roots of golf itself. The Open is more than just a tournament. It's a pilgrimage for players and fans alike, a chance to witness the game in its most authentic form. This year, the eyes of the golfing world are fixed on Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland, a stunning links course that promises a stern test for all competitors. It marks a momentous occasion, the return of the Open to this iconic venue for the first time since 1951. The course is renowned as a tough test, a true examination of a golfer's skill, strategy, and mental fortitude. Its defining features include big sandhills, towering dunes that frame the fairways and guard the greens, ready to swallow any errant shot. And then there's the thick rough that punishes you severely for any wayward drives or approaches, demanding precision and control from tee to green. The undulating greens demand perfect approach shots, rewarding accuracy, and punishing anything less than precise execution. The weather is always a big deal here. Unpredictable and often unforgiving, it adds another layer of complexity to an already challenging course. Wind and rain can transform seemingly easy shots into super hard tests of skill and resolve, forcing players to adapt and improvise. Royal Portrush is a real masterpiece of a links course, a testament to the beauty and challenge of traditional links golf. It's firm, fast, and full of bounces you can't guess, demanding creativity and adaptability from every player. Players have to think in new ways, abandoning conventional strategies and embracing the nuances of links golf. They must master the art of using the ground, hitting shots that roll along the grass, navigating the contours and undulations with precision. The rough is really bad, a tangled mass of thick grass that can quickly derail even the most promising rounds. If you go off the main path even slightly, you're in trouble, facing a difficult recovery shot with little margin for error. This is a test of how patient you are, how well you can imagine shots in the face of adversity, and how tough you are mentally and physically. The feeling is amazing, a palpable sense of excitement and anticipation that permeates the entire venue. The atmosphere is electric, with Irish fans bringing lots of excitement and energy, creating an unforgettable experience for players and spectators alike. Their passion for the game is infectious, adding a unique and vibrant dimension to every hole. They've waited 68 long years for the Open to come back to their shores, a testament to their unwavering love for the game. This return is more than just a tournament. It's a big party, a celebration of golf in its purest form, a chance to showcase the beauty and challenge of links golf to the world. For the 156 players who have earned their place in the field, it's a chance to put their name in golf history, to etch their names alongside the legends of the game. The challenge is huge, demanding every ounce of skill, determination, and mental fortitude. But the prize, lasting fame, a place in the annals of golf history, and the claret jug, is a reward worth fighting for. Every player, from seasoned champions who have tasted victory before to those hoping to win their first major, fulfilling a lifelong ambition, dreams of this very moment, of hoisting the claret jug in triumph. They've gotten ready for this ultimate test, honing their skills and preparing themselves mentally for the challenges that lie ahead. They are all knowing that Royal Portrush will ask for their very best, pushing them to their limits and demanding excellence in every aspect of their game. Everything is set for big drama, for moments of brilliance and heartbreak, for a tournament that will be talked about for years to come. We are about to witness moments you won't forget on one of the world's best links courses, a stage set for golfing history. The stage was set at Royal Portrush, and anticipation hung in the air. Bryson DeChambeau, a figure as intriguing as the game itself, had arrived. He stepped onto the grounds as one of golf's most interesting players, a blend of athletic prowess and intellectual curiosity. They call him the Scientist, a moniker earned through his analytical approach to the sport. A key element of his unique style is his use of irons that are all the same length, a departure from the traditional set. He meticulously studies the science of the swing, employing data and technology to strive for perfection. This careful, calculated way of thinking has proven successful, helping him secure victories on the PGA Tour. His consistent performance, driven by his scientific approach, has propelled him into the top 10 in the world rankings. Many observers believed that his combination of raw power and impressive accuracy could be a winning formula, potentially giving him an edge, even on a notoriously tricky links course like Royal Portrush. DeChambeau approached his preparation with meticulous detail. He thoroughly studied course maps, familiarizing himself with every undulation and hazard. He analyzed the subtle shapes of the greens, understanding the nuances of every slope and break, and he carefully considered the ever-changing winds, anticipating their impact on his shots. His ultimate goal was not just to participate, but to contend for the ultimate prize, to try and win the coveted claret jug. A major championship victory is the one significant achievement that remains elusive on his impressive resume. The Open Championship, with its unique set of challenges and unpredictable nature, would provide the ultimate test for his scientific and meticulously planned approach to the game. But the essence of links golf lies in its inherent unpredictability. It often doesn't adhere to conventional rules, with bounces that defy calculation and often lead to unexpected outcomes. The swirling winds, a constant presence on links courses, can test the patience and skill of even the most seasoned players, leading to moments of frustration. The ultimate challenge lies in finding the delicate balance, to mix scientific precision with artistic intuition, learning to trust your instincts and feelings as much as the data and numbers at your disposal. The opening round of the tournament would serve as an early indicator, revealing whether his meticulously crafted system could effectively withstand the unique and demanding challenges presented by the Open Championship. Bryson DeChambeau arrived at Royal Portrush with high expectations, ready to tackle the challenges of the Open Championship. He was eager to showcase his power game on the links-style course, but his first round quickly turned into a day he'd rather forget. It was memorable, unfortunately, for all the wrong reasons. The course seemed to fight him at every turn. He ended up with a score of 5 over par, a 76 that left him reeling. It was a far cry from the performance he had hoped for. That score put him in a precarious position, in danger of missing the cut and being sent home early. The pressure was on to turn things around quickly. The most surprising thing, something almost unbelievable, was that there wasn't a single birdie on his scorecard. A clean sweep of pars and bogeys, a rare sight for DeChambeau. For a player known for his aggressive style and power off the tee, a player who typically attacks the course, this birdieless round was almost impossible to imagine. It defied expectations and left many scratching their heads in disbelief. It was only the second time in 51 major championship rounds that he hadn't managed to card a single birdie, a statistical anomaly that highlighted the struggles he faced that day. The round was a real struggle from start to finish. He worked tirelessly to save par, fought hard against bogeys that threatened to derail his round, and he just never got going, never found the spark he needed to ignite his game. You could see the frustration etched on his face. He was visibly frustrated as he battled to keep his round from completely falling apart, trying to salvage something positive from the day. 12 pars, 5 bogeys, and 1 costly double bogey told the whole story of a round filled with missed opportunities and struggles. Without those momentum-shifting birdies, every hole felt like an uphill battle, a constant fight for survival. Big mistakes and unfortunate bounces ultimately ruined his game. Not getting those crucial good scores and making too many unforced errors inevitably led to a disappointing and uncharacteristic high score. A very bad start left him with a huge hill to climb, a daunting task ahead to recover from the opening round, just to earn the chance to play on the weekend and compete for the championship. For DeChambeau, the meticulous scientist of golf, it was a strange and unsettling thing that doesn't usually happen, a deviation from his calculated approach, and a much-needed wake-up call, a reminder that even the most precise strategies can falter under pressure. The Open at Royal Portrush had exposed every weak spot in his game, highlighting areas that needed immediate attention and improvement. DeChambeau's problems at the Open were part of a worrying pattern in big tournaments this year. The main problem, his iron shots weren't consistent. At the Masters, he finished tied for 29th, never really close to winning. His approach shots left him in tough spots. He was 45th in how well he hit approach shots, a clear weak point. At the PGA Championship, he didn't make the cut, again because of bad iron shots. Bethpage Black punished his lack of accuracy, putting him in rough grass and sand traps. Now at Royal Portrush, the same problems came up again. On links courses, controlling ball flight and spin is super important. He couldn't do it well. His round of 76 with no birdies was directly because he missed greens and had tough shots to get the ball close. Until he fixes his iron play in big tournaments, that first major win will stay out of reach. The pattern is clear. The biggest stages demand more from him. The fourth hole, called Fred's Folly, is a 482-yard par 4 that needs perfect shots. On Thursday, it became the main place where DeChambeau's problems started. His drive went to the right, disappearing into thick, tall grass. The frantic search began, but the ball was lost, making him take a penalty and go back to the tee. Now hitting his third shot, he found the main path, but was still far from the green. His shot landed in a sand trap, turning a chance for a birdie into a desperate fight to get a double bogey. He got out of the sand and putted the ball in for a 6, but the damage was done. In one hole, he lost his good pace and added 2 strokes to his score. This showed how quickly Royal Portrush can punish mistakes. One bad bounce and a lost ball ruined his round. The fourth hole set the mood for a round with no birdies and a very hard climb. At the Open, disaster can happen in a flash. DeChambeau learned that lesson the hard way. The numbers told the story. DeChambeau's 76 put him tied for 121st, 10 shots behind the leader. He was far behind top players like Koepka and Rahm. How well he hit shots to the green was his biggest weakness. He lost almost 4 strokes, ranking 145th out of 156 players. His iron shots failed him, making chances for birdies very rare. Off the tee, he also fell behind, ranking 101st. The lost ball on hole 4 added to his problems. He only found the main path 57% of the time, which is trouble at Royal Portrush. His short game and putting were okay, but he didn't have many chances for birdie putts. The stats were clear. His long game fell apart, and his short game couldn't save him. In big tournaments, you can't hide from the numbers. DeChambeau's round was a strange number that doesn't usually happen, and a warning sign. The other players moved ahead, he was left behind. The Open tests your mind as much as your body. For DeChambeau, who likes to be in control, the unpredictable nature of links golf is a challenge. His scientific way of doing things clashes with the messy nature of the course. You could see his frustration as mistakes piled up, making people talk more about his struggles in big tournaments. Critics wonder if his method works when there's a lot of pressure in big games. The lost ball on hole 4 was a mental hurdle. He handled it well, but it stayed with him. Such moments can make you doubt yourself and be unsure. Getting through tough times is what makes champions stand out. The second round would test how tough he was and how strong his mind was. The world was watching to see how the scientist would react. After a tough first round, DeChambeau's goal changed now. It was all about making the cut. Only the top 70 players and ties play on the weekend after a 76. He was far outside that line. He needed a special round on Friday, probably under par to stay in the game. The pressure was now about surviving, not winning. He'd have to play aggressively, take chances, and start making birdies. The careful way he played on Thursday wouldn't be enough. His plan changed: more drives, aiming for the flags, taking bigger risks. This could lead to birdies or more bogeys if he didn't hit the ball well. The challenge was huge. Coming back from a bad start in a major is one of golf's hardest tasks. He needed to get his confidence back, especially with his irons. The first few holes would be very important for getting momentum. A good start could spark a comeback, a bad one could end his Open dreams. There was no room for error. Every tough round is a lesson, and DeChambeau's 76 at Royal Portrush was no different. Links golf needs you to be flexible and creative. Sometimes the perfect shot isn't the right shot. Learning to play with more feeling and less strict rules is key for doing well in the Open in the future. His problems with iron shots have been an issue all season, suggesting he needs to rethink how he prepares or what equipment he uses. Solving this is the missing piece for him to win a big tournament. For fans, his round was a lesson in the special challenges of the Open. Even the best players can be humbled by a great links course. This experience could help him grow. DeChambeau works very hard to get better. He'll look at what happened, make changes, and come back stronger. The scientist will go back to his lab, determined to solve the puzzle.